You know, AI progress always feels fast, right? But late November of 2025, that was a different beast entirely. This wasn't just another batch of updates. Nope, it was a massive escalation in what we're calling the Agentic Era. This is the moment when AI stops just answering our questions and starts actively doing things for us. And this one week, well, it kicked off a competitive race that is totally reshaping our digital world.
I mean, just look at this timeline. It is an absolute whirlwind. In the span of about a week, every single major player dropped a bombshell. Google, Anthropic, Perplexity, OpenAI. This was no coincidence. This was a rapid-fire series of strategic moves that shows you just how intense this AI arms race has become.
So here's what we're going to do. We are going to break down this incredible week titan by titan. We're going to look at the strategic moves each of these companies made, not just to understand what happened, but more importantly, what it all means for the future of AI, and frankly, for all of us.
All right, let's kick things off on November 18th with Google. For a while, it kind of felt like they were playing catch-up, right? Well, with this launch, they went on a massive offensive. They integrated their most powerful model ever, Gemini 3, directly into the heart of their entire empire, Google Search.
And you have to understand, this is a fundamental shift. The new AI mode, it's not some separate chatbot you have to go find. It's built to handle really complex, multi-step questions right there on the main search page. We're talking about things like planning an entire vacation from scratch or doing deep research on a tough topic. It completely changes what it means to Google something. You're moving from just finding links to getting actual answers and plans.
Now, at the core of all this is a feature they're calling Deep Think. And this is Google's direct shot at OpenAI's advanced reasoning. For premium subscribers, the AI doesn't just spit out an answer. It actually generates multiple streams of thought. It's kind of like it's showing you its homework, walking you through how it's solving the problem. This is aimed squarely at the toughest challenges in logic, science, and coding.
And Google's ambition here went way beyond just search. They also unveiled a whole suite of tools designed to let AI truly act as your agent. You've got the Gemini agent, which can manage tasks across your apps, while Anti-Gravity is their brand new platform to take on GitHub Copilot. And holding it all together is their new custom hardware, Ironwood, built specifically to power this new future. So Google's announcement made these huge waves, but the quiet didn't last long. Just a few days later, on November 25th, OpenAI fired back with a really powerful countermove. And they didn't just release a stronger model, they unveiled a completely new way for us to interact with it. And this move, right here, it reveals the heart of the new battleground, a head-to-head fight over which AI can think better. The second Google announced DeepThink, OpenAI was ready with its challenger, GPT 5.1 Thinking, a model designed for the exact same kind of complex problems. The reasoning race was officially on.
OpenAI's whole strategy also changed a bit. Instead of this one-size-fits-all model, they introduced what you could call specialized personalities. So you've got the instant tier for your quick, everyday questions, the powerful thinking tier for deep problem solving, and a pro tier for big businesses. It's all about choosing the right AI for the job. But this was the real showstopper. The old voice mode, it's gone. Now it's this seamless, fluid interface. You can have a totally natural conversation with the AI, but, and this is the key, at the same time, it can see what's on your screen. Just imagine trying to troubleshoot a tech problem or collaborate on a design, all in real time. This is a massive leap forward.
Okay, so while the two big giants were duking it out over reasoning and interfaces, a disruptor in this race, Perplexity, made an incredibly aggressive and, frankly, really smart move. They basically decided to sidestep that whole fight and own a completely different space, e-commerce. This quote just nails their new strategy perfectly. They figured out that just giving people information about products, well, that's not enough. The real value is helping them actually do something, helping them buy the product right then and there. And they did it with their new instant buy feature. The whole process is incredibly smooth. You ask for a product, the AI does all the research for you, you pick the one you want, and then, thanks to a new partnership with PayPal, you buy it without ever leaving the chat. This closes that huge gap between finding something and actually buying it. It's brilliant. And they aren't just innovating, they are scaling up, big time. Just a few days after launching Instant Buy, they sealed a massive $400 million deal with Snapchat. Perplexity's tech will now be the engine for search inside Snapchat's AI, instantly putting it into the hands of millions of younger users. What a power move to expand their reach.
Okay, so while all of this consumer-facing drama was unfolding, our fourth titan, Anthropic, took a completely different path. They just ignored the frenzy over shopping and voice assistants to focus on one incredibly valuable prize: technical dominance.
Their strategy is crystal clear. They are not trying to be the AI for everybody. They want to be the undisputed best AI for developers, for software engineers, and for big companies that need the most powerful and reliable tool for writing and managing code.
And they didn't just say it, they proved it with this landmark achievement, a score of 80.9%. Now, this was on what is pretty much considered the gold standard, the Olympics of autonomous coding benchmarks. By hitting this number, Anthropic could definitively claim to have the best AI in the world for software development, period.
But they didn't just stop at being the best. They paired this huge technical win with a ruthless business move. They slashed the price of their API by about 2/3. The message to developers was simple and loud. Not only are we the best, but we are now a much more affordable alternative to our competitors. So after that absolute whirlwind of a week, let's zoom out for a second and connect the dots. What does all this actually mean? Well, out of all that chaos, 3 major trends have emerged that are clearly shaping our digital future.
First, the race is on for advanced reasoning, AIs that can actually think through problems for you. Second, the way we talk to them is changing. Interfaces are becoming seamless, moving beyond just typing to natural conversation. And third, these AIs are no longer just information booths. They're becoming transactional agents, able to get things done for us in the real world.
So here it is, the big picture. You've got 4 titans, and each one is carving out its own strategic lane. Google is all in on dominating complex search. OpenAI wants to be the go-to AI assistant for everything. Perplexity is owning that valuable link between search and action. And Anthropic is laser-focused on winning the high-stakes developer market. The race is not just on, it is accelerating in 4 different directions all at once. Now look, this intense competition, it's fantastic for us as users. It means more powerful, more capable, and more useful tools are coming our way faster than ever. But it also leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. As these AI agents get woven into our lives, as our assistants, our colleagues, even our shoppers, the ultimate prize might not be who has the best tech, but who ultimately wins the race for our trust.